So, what was your final on Tatis? I know you said ceiling.
Geez, all these guys, it's just so tough. You know, I'm not doing as much of the buying and selling.
What?
Maybe that's just like a behavioral change or a market-related thing, or maybe it's just that I don't really feel strongly about these players one way or another. It's the more Ohtani's doing what he's doing, it's like giving us a perspective of he's the guy and nobody else really fucking matters at all. So either right. Ohtani's cards go up or maybe they don't, but there's Ohtani and everybody else. And if you don't buy Ohtani, you're settling for the next best guy.
If you ain't first, you're last.
So Mahomes and this is a bad comparison, but there's Mahomes and there's everybody else. Yep. It's not quite the same, but it's looking to be sort of the case. And I know that's the way we see it for football. Some people don't. Some people think Burrow's comparable or whatever. But
Burrow's a great quarterback, and he could win a Super Bowl. He could win MVP. But it's the excitement factor. Mahomes can beat you with his brain, and then he can levitate and fall to the ground and throw the football 50 yards. And I think we're very similar in that we look at the numbers. You probably dive to the granular level of the numbers. I look at advanced stats, but then I also do more the eye test.
4M, potato shape, coffee mug shape, smudge, middle finger, smudge. The rest are all smudges.
Because it's what's going to get somebody to want to buy a piece of cardboard, right? Like in the future. And to me, if you're watching, like I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but I will watch every game the Kansas City Chiefs play because I want to see what he does. And like, I'm not a Angels fan, but anytime Ohtani's on MLB Network or ESPN, I record it and I'll fast forward and I'll just watch his at-bats. And I think whether, his WAR goes to 10.1 or 14.5 or 8.7, I think the excitement that the guys generate are what's going to maybe drive the values even more than, just strictly numbers.
Yeah. It's funny with Ohtani, not to beat WAR to death, but there's a chance they make updates to the formula all the time. And when they make updates, they apply them retroactively. So like there was some like change to the defensive metric for the Fangraphs WAR, and like one player's career WAR went up like 15 points, 15 runs, wins.
Whoa.
And with Ohtani, there's a chance that because he's giving his team an advantage because he's preserving one roster spot, they could theoretically add a replacement levels WAR of 2-ish onto his WAR to give it like the Ohtani adjustment. And if you were to go back and add that, I mean, that makes a pretty big difference if WAR was the end-all be-all and if that's the only thing we were looking at.
You just blew my mind.
I think like Mahomes, Ohtani's already got a place in Cooperstown. Factoring in what he did in Japanese pro baseball as well, winning a title there.
Do you need to play 10 years?
You do for insurance purposes.
Play 10 years of Major League experience to be eligible, according to the current rules. Well, they could change those current rules too.
They've changed them a few times for Ohtani.
Right. Till next time. Toodaloo.